Welcome back to Base Sunday. Our next guest wrote a book about her daughter's journey from pre-birth to present day. Little Naomi suffered a stroke prior to birth, and doctors were not very optimistic that she would survive. But she's a proud little 6-year-old girl in school today, coping with some challenges, but living a full life. The children's book written by her is I See You, Little Naomi, is a book for kids and parents alike to better understand special needs children. And let's meet the author, Stephanie Boggs Johnson, out of Concord. How are you?
Hi.
Well, first and foremost, let's talk about Naomi. How's she doing?
She's doing great. She does have some mild cognitive delays, and she wears an AFO on her right leg, and she is in first grade this year.
And doing great.
Yes.
But when she was born, the doctors just said, you're going to have a tough journey, right?
Yes, they advised us that it was possible she was going to be a vegetable and may not have a high quality of life, and to consider taking her off life support.
But you said no.
We told them no way.
This is our daughter.
Yes.
And she's been doing great. Now, when she was born, she had some challenges. She suffered, I guess, some strokes and seizures, that kind of thing?
Yes. She had an in utero stroke at 7 months gestation, and we did not know about it until at the time that she was born. At 36 weeks, I had noticed that her movement had slowed down. So I had called labor and delivery, and I thought it was just going to be a checkup and then come back home because I wasn't due until 2 weeks. And after they did an ultrasound and checked her heart rate was really low, and she had no amniotic fluid surrounding her, which meant she had been in distress for a while. Wow. So they performed an emergency C-section, and immediately after she was born, she had seizures with asphyxiation, and she was having up to 4 seizures an hour. And her diagnosis and outlook did not look great. The doctors let us know right away that we may want to consider, taking her off life support.
But here she is now 6. She's in the first grade and about to be mainstreamed into the classroom and doing really well.
Yes.
Now the book. Let's talk about the book. Now, she has had some challenges. And where was the thought to write a book about a special needs child?
The idea first came when I was looking for a book. Her brother was 8 at the time when she was born, and I wanted to find a book to read to him where he could have an understanding of what was going on and a way to help him cope with everything. And I found that there wasn't a very large selection. Yeah. And so I decided, I've always loved writing, so I decided to write the book. And it was also an offset for me to alleviate my worries about her, about her future.
Cathartic, too, I bet.
Yes.
And what has been the reaction, not only from your kids, but from other parents and children that might have kids with disabilities?
They think, I get lots of compliments, and they think it's very well written where a child can understand it. I explained it in a way that younger children could get educated about it, and I compared it to, I called it a boo-boo on the brain, similar to a scar when you fall and you get a boo-boo on your knee. It's the same thing with the brain. It will heal, but it will still have scars.
Can you imagine your life without Naomi? How has she changed your life?
She's humbled me, especially with the special needs world. Yeah. I've gained a high respect for people and with disabilities and their families with the day-to-day tasks that they have to face every day. I had no idea a pediatric stroke could happen. I thought strokes were something the elderly went through. Sure. And I never knew what cerebral palsy was. She's also diagnosed with mild CP. And I thought whenever I saw a special needs person walking down the street, I thought it was genetic. Yeah.
Well, you never know. How many times do you read this book to her, or does she read it? It must be in her bedroom.
Yes.
Mom, let's read this one again. Come on.
I've read it to her several times. She's watched me read it to her classmates.
Oh, there you go.
I went to her school, and I read to all of the kindergartners. And she likes the attention.
I bet she does.
Yes.
Well, I See You, Little Naomi. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you very much.
All right, all the best with that. If you'd like more information about I See You, Little Naomi, the book, log on to Facebook.com and search for Stephanie Lynn Creations. That's Facebook.com and search for Stephanie Lynn Creations. Back with more Bay Sunday right after the break. We got another book to talk about, so stay right there.